Stretch is the one to open up the hip. It works best if you do it against a wall. So lay on your back, one foot on the wall. Actually, I'm gonna take my shoes off so I don't get my wall any dirtier than it already is. And so put your foot against the wall, and we're looking for about 90 degrees on the knee, and we want the hip to stay on the ground. If you're too close, it may be uncomfortable, and if it is, then scoot back a little bit. Find a position that works for you. And then we're gonna take the ankle and we're gonna cross it to the knee. This is the one that I did assisted with you the other day, where I pushed your leg up and then pushed your leg open. But you can do this by yourself. Just make sure that your hips stay as square as you can possibly hold them. As you can see, I struggle with holding my hips still. And then keep a little bit of tension on this foot and ankle. Don't just leave this like hanging out, because when you start to press on it, you're gonna put a lot of pressure on that ankle, and that's not a good thing. It's not good for your ankle or for your knee. So keep your foot flexed so there's a little bit of tension on the ankle. And then from there, we're gonna push that hip open a little bit. Now, as you start to feel okay with this and you get comfortable with the idea of the stretch, you can start to bring the leg up and get a little more extended. Now that's gonna open the hip up a little bit and actually make the stretch a little easier, but it'll start to get into the hamstring. Now, when you feel like you've got a handle on this and you're pretty comfortable with it, then sit yourself tremendously closer to the wall. And the trick to that is to sit sideways, and from the sideways position, then roll yourself towards the wall. Now I'm much too close. Obviously, you can see how much too close I am. So I'm gonna take the leg straight to start with and go ankle to knee and then open. So there's just kind of different variations, but this is very much what you got right here to the assisted stretch that I did for you the other day when you were at my house. And you want to do it on both sides. You'll probably notice that one side is significantly tighter than the other, particularly because you have that injury on the one side. But most people are different and tighter on one side than on the other. So don't let that bother you. Work both sides equally. Don't work one side more than the other. And you want to hold this stretch for probably a minimum of 45 seconds to a minute, up to 2 minutes. Doing 2 minutes in a stretch position is not a bad thing.